think that this light, there we go, is too close. Oh, that's much better. I'll remember that. I'm knocking over the products though. Hi, this is a surprise. I needed to do my wintertime peel, so I went live. I'm going to try to connect from YouTube to Facebook. If this isn't successful, I'm going to switch over to Facebook, okay? So right now, I'm just grabbing the link. Hopefully you can't hear me. Oh, you can hear me on my iPad. So let me grab this link and I'm going to share it on Facebook so everybody can join. I'm going to try to start doing this through YouTube. By the way, my skin is already clean. The only area that would have been really messy to remove right now was my mascara. So this is what my skin looks like without makeup. Can you guys believe that? So let me get this shared and we'll get going on a peel. I can't believe this because I had really bad acne at one point and you wouldn't think that about me. So let me type this in, and I'm doing the Mandelic peel, by the way, which is one of the best for acne. Let's see. We're just typing a little message to our Facebookers. And then I can focus on everybody. All right. So I also have all of our other products set up because we're doing a peel sale right now. And that's retail and professional. Maybe I'll do this way because then I'm looking up at you guys. Okay? So I have no idea how this is going to work, but I grabbed a live link somehow. Never done this. It's really hard for me to set up multiple cameras, and going live is the thing to do now because I can get on more often. Let's see. Okay, we're getting this shared in one more place. Right, let's see, one more spot. Sorry that this takes a minute, everybody. I don't want anyone to miss it that wants to watch this. Okay. Hi. People can do peels at home. I just got a question, and I took out the products that we have that are safe at home. Somebody was just asking me about pregnancy and doing peels too. So as I do my own winter peel, I'll explain some of these things about peels. So at home, the best one for acne is our Triple Blemish Control. This has 7% mandelic, glycolic, lactic, and kojic blend. Mostly mandelic acid in this one. If you have nut allergies, you can't have mandelic, which is what I'm using a lot of today. You cannot have it because it's made of almonds. And this is our 7.5% acid blend, and we have a 15% at home. And you can put a thin layer of these on and you can wear them, or you can put a thicker layer at home. Just don't put this on for longer than a few minutes when you start doing this because you can overcook your skin. I had somebody take our professional peel, and everywhere in our instructions, you know, it says, let's see, not to put it on for more than 1 to 5 minutes. And she left it on a pimple on a client for 20 minutes, and it basically took it down to deep level. So, meaning, you know, she had a little scab. So, if you overdo it, you can go too deep with peels. The idea with peels is to do them more often. I use the Triple Blemish or one of the acids twice a day, besides doing my professional peel, which is at least once a month. this time of year you can do a little series, actually. Let's see, let me come over right in the center here. So I cleansed my skin with the Sunflower Creamy Cleanser, which I took off the table here. The Sunflower is really the best prep. There's one more home care product, by the way, which is the 5% pumpkin enzyme. And this is like an enzyme mask that you do need to wash off. But those are the home care products. It's not safe for you to find a 30% or 50% peel. It's sad these days you can actually find that online, and it's dangerous. You might scar your skin or not know what you're doing. It's really best to go to your esthetician. It takes estheticians a while to perfect peeling, and they often do classes. So on myself, I'm going to be doing a professional peel, since I am a professional. And after cleansing, you want to spritz with toner, because you don't want any, especially if it's a creamy cleanser, and you take a dry wipe and just wipe that toner off. So this preps the skin and kind of opens it up. And normally I do right down here too, but it's going to be too difficult, which is okay today. I do a lot of exfoliation. By the way, ladies, if you're not treating this area, it's not going to look good later. So I don't know if you guys can see my skin, but it has a nice glow all the time from exfoliating and using good skincare products. And part of what peels are going to help you with over time is they're going to keep the skin bright and help with sun damage. They are going to also help with fine lines, wrinkles, keeping your collagen and elastin going, and they help smooth out scarring. Okay? So I don't have a brush. I actually prefer the brush now. So I'm going to pump a little bit at a time onto my wipe. These are actually coming in twist caps now, because the pumps, the peel is so corrosive that the pumps just give out, you know, when you get halfway through the bottle. So I'm cleansed, I'm toned, and now I'm trying to put a thick layer of this on all over, okay? And I may get flushed. I have a very strong capillary response to everything. So when I work out or exercise, oh, Jessica says, I'm always doing peels at home on myself, but I never, let's see. Let's see where I can read you guys' comments. Somehow there's a way for me to pull them up, but I can't figure out. They disappear quickly. So there we go. So at home, the best course of action is usually not necessarily to give yourself peels, because you shouldn't be going that deep without a professional. There's many things we can get on the internet these days which we should not be messing with at home. So I'm going to continue layering on a thick layer. You want to make sure that the peel is not drying and being absorbed into the skin. So I have old sun damage, and I have pretty tough skin as far as peels go, even though my skin could be categorized as sensitive. I'm so acclimated to peels that it's not that sensitive. Okay, so this has probably been on almost a minute now, and my skin will get slightly pink. You're gonna feel a tingle, a sting. So with your professional, what you want to do is every month as maintenance, you want to get one of these, and then 1 to 2 times a year you want to get a series of as little as 3 and as many as 10 treatments. On average, people get about 6 in a row. And professionals, you can do peels up to twice a week. If people are not having a huge peeling response, you don't want to re-peel people while they have any major peeling or redness, going on. You give their skin a break. So I'm still tingling away. I could almost get more gel on here. So getting this as thick, let's see, we'll layer on the sugar twist and see what happens. I use Mandelic every day, so I'm more acclimated to that acid. This is a fermented blend of citrus and sugar. So as a professional, you can layer peels. I never recommend layering the pumpkin peel though. Then yeah, this is stronger. So what was going on with the Mandelic was I used the triple blemish control twice a day, and my skin is super acclimated to that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you want to ask your client what number they are, and you have to specifically tell them 1 is you feel nothing and 10 is take it off right now. So if they are a 3, 4, 5, you want to leave it on only a minute or 2. For me, it's like a 1 to 2 right now. So I can leave it on anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes. But when you get to 4 to 6, you really want to only leave it on about a minute or so. And then if they're on 6 to 10, somewhere in that range, it only needs to be like a flash peel, like 30 seconds to a minute. So pretty much when the numbers get over 4 to 5, the peel is only going to be about a minute or so. And believe me, that's plenty. If you go deeper than that, you're going to get a lot of peeling. You could go to medium depth, and most of the time estheticians are not supposed to go that deep. There's a reason for that. We have a whole sheet about it. Okay. I didn't get that pink today. Maybe when I wipe it off. Woohoo! So another trick is if you have a sink, your wipes, wash them off after you wipe the skin once. Wash them off and go ahead and wipe the skin a second time on everybody. That way you're not missing any of the peel and it won't reactivate later. Somebody gets sweaty or, warm and a little bit sweaty, then peels or even acids, when you have them on, can reactivate. All of a sudden you'll start to feel tingly, and if that's the case and your professional's not around or a client at home says their acid is tingling again, then you need to wipe it off or wash it off at that point. I hear that my kids got home because I'm at my home office, so sorry boys, you're locked out. Okay, so that was maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and that was plenty. I can feel it. So their skin's gonna feel mild after they're wiped, but it's gonna still feel like it's a 1 in certain places, and that's normal for a minute. So then you're gonna spritz again. This is the Tri-T toner. That's one of my favorites. I'm putting on the peptide. So this is the 5% peptide. Sorry that it doesn't focus. So after a peel, you need to go really neutral. And the peptide plus resveratrol is great to get, my skin is so soft now. It's great to get it right into the skin after the peel. Every time you exfoliate, whether it's at home or with your professional, and these are my products from my bathroom, so I wouldn't put my finger in them. And if you ever have a problem, any problems with your product, stop scooping them out with your finger if you start to have any kind of mold problem or anything, because sometimes your fingers are just not clean enough, but usually you can if these are your own products. So this is a little bit of Mineral Defense Cream and olive and resveratrol cream. It's a tiny one. So sometimes I like to mix them together. And it's gonna start out looking pretty white. I might have gotten a little extra because I normally do this area too. So we'll put a little bit of that on the back of my hand. See how much mineral that is with that tiny little scoop. The 1 ounce jar of this lasts months sometimes. The 1/4 ounce can last weeks. So you really don't need a lot. It's very concentrated. It's hard to see, but it should blend in. And we have all skin types. We've got the darkest skins, you know, and the lightest skins, and minerals will blend into any skin type. You just have to keep blending. And then on top of this, which is really important after a peel, is seal it all in with a little bit of squalane. And this time of year, a lot of my clients, everyone's coming in saying, I'm so dry right now. And they're saying, my moisturizer's just not working this time of year, help. And so you want to send them home with squalane is the most hydrating. And tell them, don't be afraid, even if they have acne, to put a couple drops of this on top of their moisturizer. That's a little, I got a little extra going on. We'll give my skin a little bit. So you want a pretty good layer of this on though after a peel, and the skin looks good. See how you can see brand new skin cells are really reflective. So there was a point where it was trendy to have matte skin, and now that's not really the trend anymore, but it's actually healthier. It's a healthier sign to have shiny skins. My skin's not oily, but the sheen is new skin cells. Okay, so if you just washed your face and your face is really shiny and you're someone that doesn't like that, that's not a bad thing. That means that you have brand new skin cells up to the surface. You've exfoliated the dead skin cells off, which are dull and not shiny, and they're reflecting a lot of light. So that's what that is. So that's if clients want to glow, then you should be peeling them for sure. Any client who's aging, acne, or sun damage, they need to be on exfoliation. My skin, I'm noticing a difference under here, but besides that, if you look, oh my gosh, I hope I don't mess up the camera. If you look closely, I have no wrinkles that I didn't have from age 18. If you see closer, you can see some of this speckliness with little red spots. Those are really old acne scars. Well, now you can see the pink from the peel. So you can really see the shine too. So see how my shoulder, I put squalane on it and it's not shiny like that? It's because I didn't do a peel on my shoulder. So there we go. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about our other peels. So I really like layering the gel peels. You can alternate peels to get better results. And the pumpkin peel is great for aging, dry skin. This is the peel that your client needs to be tough skinned, okay? Because there's a lot of spices in here and it can get the skin going. I would also say it's more likely in some cases because of the acid blend is very strong on the glycolic. Something I was just explaining to one of our estheticians about glycolic is most of them are extracted with formaldehyde, and formaldehyde is not a healthy thing to have in your products. So all of the peel ingredients and even the glycolic that we use is not GMO and it's not extracted with formaldehyde. So peels, there can be some hidden things in a lot of peels that they're not going to be the healthiest. So at home, you could do the 5% pumpkin enzyme. And these were the 3 home care products for exfoliation. So all of this is on sale, 20% off if you use the code PEELS with all caps. PEELS is the code in our store. So we don't often do 20% offs. So this will only be going on for 3 days. But I needed to do my peel, and I decided to go live and give you a little more education about peels. Alrighty? So the products I put on afterwards are good choices. You can also use hyaluronic instead of the 5% tripeptide. The Rose Tea and C serum is another choice that you could use, and you want to stay away from the 18% vitamin C unless you know your client's skin really well, because that's essentially like doing a peel and then doing a vitamin C peel almost right afterwards. So you could layer them up on someone with tough skin that has a lot of sun damage, but be mindful of what you're putting on after the peel. And at home, you don't want to use your super active products for a couple days after a professional peel. So estheticians, you need to go over the products at home after a peel so you don't have a disaster with their skin because they put on the 18 vitamin C twice the day after the peel. That would be even more peeling for them. So also the acids at home and the pumpkin peel at home, they need to lay off of this for 2 or 3 days after a pro peel. And if they're peeling or they're red or anything like that, they need to not use those products until their skin is back to normal. And of the serums, the ones they should avoid are the 18% Vita C and the Ultimate Age. Those are a little bit active for a couple days. The 2 that are really safe are the 5% peptide and the hyaluronic. But the peptide has resveratrol, so check clients for sensitivity to that. There are some. And the Rose Tea and Siester serum has a little bit of activity, but that should also be okay with most clients, just not the really sensitive ones. And make sure they're not using the lemongrass or the honey cleanser for a couple days after their peel. All right, it was good to see you guys and enjoy your peeling. Remember, we're giving away 3 professional peels, but the sale is open to the retail and the professional products. So sorry, all my winners, that are wanting to enter. We have a 25-day, 25 product giveaway going on right now. This is probably one of the biggest giveaways I've ever done, except when we're launching a product, then we'll give away a bunch of something to get feedback. So anyway, the next 3 days will be professionals only who can enter the Advent giveaway. All right, I'll see you soon. Excuse me, I can't turn you guys off today. There's a close-up of me. I think we're frozen on. So...